value yourself. Don't just suck it up and say, well, it's not going to be better anywhere else. I'm not saying to jump jobs or jump industries or leave, but don't tolerate it. And because you've got to be your biggest advocate, and you got to fix your situation.
So good morning, good evening, and good day to you. I have Mr. Christopher Merino, and I am so excited. We have worked together for the last almost 6 years now, and it has been a whirlwind of emotions and changes, and especially right now, he has a lot of changes that he would love to talk to you guys about. So.
Well, top of the morning to you, Vanessa. Happy St. Patrick's Day, even though it's afternoon. Yes, I'm, obviously I'm Chris Merino, formerly with Air System Service Construction. I resigned as of yesterday, and I'm out on the market for any potential suitor, the best potential suitor. But I've got 20 years, 25 years actually in total in the HVAC industry, sales, account management, project sales, the whole gamut. I've done it all, seen it all. And like you said, gone through a whirlwind of everything over the past, seems like 13 years, but 6 with you being here. And I'm happy to be here. Thanks for inviting me.
Thank you for joining. I know we've talked about it in the past, and originally it was going to be promoting the company, and now that both of us are no longer there, we can talk about each other.
Shameless plugs. Yes,
exactly. And I really am super thankful because you've always been a really big advocate of me and my growth, and I attribute a lot of what I have been working on and doing right now to you. I have so much love and so much appreciation, and I'm excited for where you're going to land and what you're going to be doing. So I don't know if you saw, but I actually have written about you in my blog that I have, and how much, again, you just mean so much to me. So I'm
well, it's probably going to my old email address, so I'm not going to see it. I know change is good. I was scared of change. Why, I don't know. But when I finally made the decision, I don't regret it one bit. I mean, of course, I've only been gone for a day, but it was a situation where I'd rather leave there and take my chances of being unemployed than stay there. And there's still a lot of good people over at Air Systems, so I don't want to totally slam them. But it definitely had its challenges.
Yeah.
I didn't want to go running around because I don't know where I'm going to go.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows? I might not even go back into the industry. I might try something new, like, pet grooming, I heard there's good money there. Yeah. I mean, there's many things I could do. I can get a job at a library, just telling everyone to be quiet. There's so many options. It's a good time to be, even though, because of COVID, but it's still a good time to be out there on the market.
100%.
It's funny because as soon as the word got out, I started getting hit up on LinkedIn like crazy. It was like, oh, wow, that's interesting.
It's nice to know how valued you are when big changes like that do happen. And I don't feel like you give yourself enough credit sometimes.
Thank you. That's because of my childhood. That's what happens when you're number 8 out of 10 kids. It's like, you don't think anyone ever saw you. Just kidding. I was always in trouble, so I knew my parents saw me.
I could not imagine what having that many siblings would be like. I couldn't. It's hard to.
You ever go to like a daycare or say an elementary school at recess? All the screaming stuff going on. That's like that all the time. In the house.
Were you guys close in age? Are you guys all close in age?
There's a 16-year gap between the oldest and the youngest.
Okay.
And there's a 4-year gap between me, number 8, and number 10.
Okay.
So yeah, it was a lot of babies.
A lot of
And
babies.
I can't imagine, you know, we just had our second, Jen, my wife and I, our second, 3 kids. But we just had our second. And man, I don't know how my parents did it. 10 kids. It's like, first off, 10 kids today, you'd have to be a billionaire just to afford it. And I feel bad because, you know, Jen's, now that I'm home and still not helping, I only imagine how tough it was for her when I wasn't home and not helping. So I just can't imagine, you know, feeding, diaper changes, all this stuff. I couldn't imagine 10 kids.
So do you want to talk about any of your trials and tribulations throughout 2020 and now? It's been 366 days since we got shut down the first time.
Well, as you know, where I was at, we never shut down. We kept working through the whole thing, and we were essential. And we had clients in the medical industry and a lot. So I think back in that first couple of weeks when they shut everything down, and the terror of the unknown was amazing. Am I still there? Can you see me?
Yeah,
sorry. My phone suddenly says low power. I'm like, perfect timing. It was terrifying. And now I'm looking back and I get it. There was a lot of unknowns, and, you know, people were shutting everything down and buying all the toilet paper. But now it just seems like it was a bit much after this.
How is Miss Olive?
Miss Olive is doing great. She's happy and a lot of hair and a joy. So I'm fortunate right now to be able to spend as much time as I'm going to spend with her, because I'm not jumping right into another job. I'm going to give it a couple of weeks. I got a little money I can sit on, and I'm just going to enjoy the family.
Hell yeah.
And I got my oldest is going to be coming up soon. So she turns 31 at the end of this month.
Really?
So, yeah.
Wow.
31-year-old, a 6-year-old, and a 1 month.
Okay.
I'm going to have to get back out there and get back doing what I used to do. I'd much rather support a team and have people out there, and I could be, you know, support and do things with you and give you tips and advice and help you out. And because that's, you know, for me, that's more satisfying, because then I'm a part of watching a team be successful.
You could even be a consultant.
Yeah, totally. Especially right now. It's like, how do people get out there and get sales when the old ways of doing things are now forbidden? A great example, I was at a client's office, had a scheduled meeting, went to the front door, and the front door was, you know, locked. You had to ring a bell. You had to have an appointment, so you can't just drop in. And so I had an appointment, and I got in, and I watched someone come to the door, and they were like, "Do you have an appointment?" He's like, "Well, no, I don't, but I want to just say hi to such and such." And they're like, "Nope, can't. Got to have an appointment." And I get it. It was a sales guy just trying to get in front of someone and be relevant. But how do you do that now? It was always difficult to get in the door, as they say, in sales. And now with COVID, it's become even more difficult. So how do you make those connections? And it's just, it's challenging. It's like for you, for example, you're moving out to a new area, you really don't know anyone, and you got to get reestablished, and you got to start making some friends and figuring out how things work out there. It's exciting and terrifying at the same time.
Yeah, exactly. And luckily I do have an ongoing social media client already. So I signed that last week. because last week was the first time that I was officially open and like ready to take on new clients. And then I got another contract to do some branded material. So that's also good. So I'm definitely moving and shaking and making a lot of friends. And I mean, you know me, I'm
Yeah.
fucking,
You're
I
a,
have goals.
you're a social butterfly. Have you gone looking for Bigfoot in Texas? You know, they're all over there. Texas
No.
is a hot spot. What side of Texas are you on?
San Antonio, so it's like middle.
Right in the middle?
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm
Yeah.
on the east side.
Yeah, they got the skunk ape down there on the, what would that be? The east side of Texas, the southeast, in the swamplands. And they also have gators and all sorts of great stuff down there.
No.
Yeah, you'd love it. Yeah, they do.
I'm saying no. I
There's
don't want to be a part of it.
alligators. There's alligators in the swamp area of Texas.
I am aware. I don't want to see them though.
Okay.
I don't
There's
like.
also Bigfoot and a lot of pigs.
I love pigs.
Well, there's a big feral hog problem there. And if you had a couple $1,000, you can take a helicopter ride to go shoot pigs.
Bigger and better things. It all happened for a reason. And
Now I can get into my dream career, like dog grooming.
Mhm.
That would be so awesome, just to be surrounded by a bunch of cute dogs. Wouldn't that be awesome?
Yes, it would.
I can drink with them. It'll be great. We'll be buddies. I'll be telling everyone hanging out with the pack. You know, it's gonna be cool.
You're a dork.
I get to see all the cool ones too, like golden doodles and labradoodles, and there's other doodles. I'm pretty sure there's a cockerdoodle. There's a cockerdoodle-doo. There's a bunch of them. So it'd be really cool.
Mm-hmm.
They got to have long hair. Those short hair dogs there's no money in those. So they got to be long hair dogs.
They need trims and washes though.
Oh no, I wouldn't be doing any trimming.
No.
Just hairstyling.
Just
It's a new industry.
okay.
It's going to take off, and I'm going to be right at the beginning of it. And everyone's going to be like, my God, how did he know about that? Pretty cool. Of course, they have, he's got to get away for all the dog salons to open back up because, COVID. Anyways, you'll see.
I will.
I'll get my own show on like Animal Planet.
Mm-hmm.
Dog stylist, it'll be like a reality show.
Have you seen? There is something that's on Amazon, and it is about dog stylists too. Watch it.
Oh, is it real? Damn it! So someone already took my idea.
You're a dork.
It always happens. No, great. Now I'm gonna have to think about something new. It's like everything's already been thought of. God.
No.
Yeah. I mean,
that consultancy would be phenomenal for you and for your time and the value that you bring.
Yeah, I mean, if anyone needed any information or help on something, I'd be happy to help. How to value my time in consulting, that would be an interesting thing to try to dive into. But again, it doesn't have the same excitement as dog grooming, so it's just kind of gotta figure it out.
Do you have any words of advice or anything that you would like to end?
Yes. When you see the warning signs, when you see behaviors and pitfalls at your employment, value yourself. Don't just suck it up and say, well, it's not going to be better anywhere else. I'm not saying to jump jobs or jump industries or leave, but don't tolerate it. And because you've got to be your biggest advocate, and you got to fix your situation. And if you can't fix it, then you really do need to think about what you want to do, because I'm a firm believer in you got to treat people like you want to be treated. And if you treat them good and you're honest, you would get that in return. So just stick to that. Just trust, love, care. That's all I would say. And you know what I should have done? I should have patented the idea of being a dog stylist, because I know people are going to watch this video and now they'll be popping up all over the place, and there'll be dog stylist salons and the dogs will be all lined up on blow dryers, and I'll be like, God, see, I need to act on this shit. Stop talking about it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And how would people get a hold of you?
I don't know. Just kidding. LinkedIn's the best way to get a hold of me. You can find me on LinkedIn. I got like my profile, Chris Merino. And then I also have my future dog grooming business up there. So you can like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like and subscribe. Just kidding.
But seriously, like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe, yeah. You're watching too many YouTube videos. Hit that button, like and subscribe.
Yes. What are you watching right now?
What am I watching right now? Well, I'm getting these little texts that are popping down. Oh. People are still hitting me up on LinkedIn for my post. Mm-hmm. That I did that day. You all know soon. So everyone's just been blowing me up because everyone wants to know, where am I going?
Yeah.
And I would like to know, where am I going? So I'm stringing everyone along. I don't know yet, but everyone will know as soon as I know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And big things are happening. Big things are
Amen.
Are going. So again, thank you for coming onto the show.
My pleasure, as always.
And
again, let's do another one where we're tasting really bad alcohol together.
Let's see. Right. I'll go. Long. I'm gonna go and find some alcohol.
Remember that I had that bottle of artichoke liqueur in my office? That was so bad. Ugh. It was awesome. Anyways, my phone's gonna die anyways too. So.